My name is Ava. My best friend's husband wants me. She trusted me with her deepest secrets. Now her husband is sending me messages. The messages come at midnight. They make me blush. They make me feel scared. I thought life was easy. I thought my life was very simple. I have a small life. But now, everything is complicated. This is my story. I want to tell you everything. Maybe you can understand. Maybe you have a secret too. It is okay to feel scared. We can talk about it. I am 25 years old. I live in a big city. The city is very loud, but my apartment is very quiet. I live alone. I have a cat. His name is Barnaby. He is a big orange cat. He sleeps all day. He is a good friend. I work in a flower shop. I love my job. I love the smell of the flowers. Every morning, I wake up early. I drink hot coffee. I walk to the shop. The air is fresh. The sun comes up. I open the door of the shop. I turn on the lights. I look at the beautiful colors. I see red roses. I see yellow tulips. I see white lilies. I cut the green stems. I put the flowers in clean water. People come into the shop. They buy flowers for birthdays. They buy flowers for weddings. They buy flowers for love. I smile at them. I like to make people happy. My life was very peaceful. I liked it that way. My best friend is Maya. Maya is beautiful. She has long dark hair. She has big brown eyes. She has a very kind smile. Maya and I grew up together. We grew up in a small town. We were little girls together. We were 5 years old when we met. We played in the dirt. We played with dolls. We shared our toys. We shared our food. We went to school together. We walked to school every morning. We held hands. We talked about everything. We were never apart. We were like sisters. When we were 15, we talked about dreams. Maya had a big dream. She wanted a big house. She wanted a rich husband. She wanted beautiful clothes. I had a small dream. I wanted a quiet house. I wanted a garden. I wanted a simple life. We are different, but we love each other. A good friend is a treasure. Maya is my treasure. 5 years ago, we moved to the big city. We wanted new jobs. Maya got a job in an office. She wore nice clothes. She met many people. I got my job at the flower shop. I wore an apron. I met quiet people. Then Maya met Leo. Leo is a tall man. He is handsome. He has dark hair. He has green eyes. He has a very bright smile. He wears expensive suits. They are dark blue and black. He drives a fast car. The car is silver. Leo is very rich. He works a lot. He has a big company. Maya loved him right away. Her eyes were like stars when she looked at him. She smiled all the time. She talked about him every day. Ava, he is perfect, she said. He is so smart. He is so kind. He buys me gifts. She showed me a necklace. It was gold. It was very shiny. I was happy for my friend. I wanted her to be happy. But I did not like Leo very much. I did not know why. It was just a feeling. Sometimes a feeling tells you the truth. Have you ever felt that? You meet someone. They look nice. They sound nice. But your heart says, be careful. My heart said, be careful. Leo talked too much. He looked at himself in the mirror a lot. He liked to show his money. But Maya loved him. So I smiled. I was polite. I was a good friend. 2 years ago, Maya and Leo got married. It was a very big wedding. It was a beautiful day. The sun was hot. The sky was bright blue. There were no clouds. Maya wore a long white dress. It had white lace. It had small pearls. She looked like an angel. I wore a pink dress. It was soft and pretty. I was her maid of honor. I stood next to her. I held her flowers. They were white roses. I made the flowers for her. Leo stood across from her. He wore a black suit. He looked very handsome. He smiled at Maya. Maya cried happy tears. Then Leo looked at me. He did not just look for 1 second. He looked for a long time. His green eyes looked right into my eyes. He smiled a different smile. It was a slow smile. It made me feel strange. My hands felt cold. My heart beat fast. I looked away. I looked at my shoes. I told myself, Ava, you are silly. He is just happy. It is his wedding day. Do not think bad things. The wedding party was very fun. There was loud music. There was sweet cake. People danced. Maya danced with Leo. She laughed. I sat at a table. I drank water. I watched them. I wanted them to have a good life. After the wedding, they bought a big house. The house has big windows. It has a big garden. It has many rooms. I stayed in my small apartment. I stayed with Barnaby, the cat. Maya visited me sometimes. She came to my small apartment. She sat on my small sofa. She brought rich coffee. She brought sweet cakes from a bakery. We drank the coffee. We ate the cakes. We talked. How is the big house? I asked. It is beautiful, Maya said, but it is very quiet. Leo works a lot. He works early in the morning. He works late at night. He works on the weekends. I am alone a lot. Maya looked sad. Her brown eyes were not bright. I held her hand. Her hand was cold. I am here, I said. You can always talk to me. She smiled. I know, Ava. You are my best friend. You know my deepest secrets. She trusted me. She told me everything. She told me she was lonely. She told me Leo was sometimes cold. He did not talk to her. He just watched TV. He looked at his phone. I felt bad for her. Money cannot buy happiness. A big house is just a building. Love makes a house a home. Maya's house was cold. Then the messages started. It was a Tuesday night. It was very late. It was midnight. The city was quiet. My apartment was dark. I was in my bed. I wore my soft pajamas. I was reading a book. The book was a love story. It was a simple story. Barnaby was sleeping on my feet. He was heavy and warm. Suddenly, my phone made a sound. Ding. The sound was very loud in the quiet room. The phone screen turned on. The light was blue and bright. It hurt my eyes. I put down my book. I picked up my phone. I looked at the screen. The message was from Leo. I was very confused. Why was Leo texting me? It was midnight. Maya was probably asleep. Was something wrong? Was Maya sick? My heart beat fast. I opened the message. It said, "Are you awake, Ava?" I looked at the words. I read them again. "Are you awake, Ava?" It was a simple question, but it felt wrong. I did not want to answer, but I was worried about Maya. So I typed a message. "Yes, is everything okay? Is Maya okay?" I sent the message. I waited. My hands were shaking a little. Ding. Leo answered. "Maya is sleeping. Everything is fine. I am just bored. I cannot sleep." "What are you doing?" I stared at the phone. He was bored. He was texting his wife's best friend at midnight because he was bored. This was not right. I typed a short message. "I am reading. I am going to sleep now. Good night, Leo." I put the phone on the table. I turned off my lamp. The room was dark again, but I could not sleep. I closed my eyes, but I saw the bright words. "Are you awake, Ava?" I felt a bad feeling in my stomach. I did not like this. The next day, I went to work. I smelled the flowers. I cut the stems. I tried to forget the message. It was nothing, I told myself. He was just bored. It will not happen again. But I was wrong. 3 days later, it happened again. It was Friday night. It was 11:30 p.m. I was washing my face in the bathroom. The water was warm. Ding. I walked into the bedroom. I looked at the phone. It was Leo. "I saw you today," the message said. I stopped. I breathed in sharply. He saw me today. Where? I did not answer. I just watched the screen. Ding. Another message came. "You were walking near the flower shop. You wore a yellow dress. The wind blew your hair. You looked very beautiful." I dropped the phone on the bed. My face felt hot. I was blushing. I did not want to blush, but I did. It is a strange feeling. Someone says you are beautiful. A part of you feels good, but another part feels very bad. He is my best friend's husband. He cannot say these things. It is wrong. It is a bad secret. Have you ever had a bad secret? It feels like a heavy rock in your pocket. You carry it everywhere. It makes you tired. I picked up the phone. I was angry. I typed fast. "Leo, stop. Do not say things like that. You are married to Maya. Maya is my best friend. Good night." I sent the message. I turned off the phone. I pushed the phone under my pillow. I lay in the dark. My heart was jumping. I felt like a bad person, but I did nothing wrong. Why did I feel bad? Because I knew a secret, and Maya did not know. The weekend passed. I did not turn on my phone. I watched movies. I played with my cat. I cleaned my apartment. I cleaned the floors. I cleaned the windows. I wanted to clean my mind. On Monday, I turned on my phone. There were 5 messages from Leo. Ava, don't be angry. I am just telling the truth. Maya does not understand me. You understand me, Ava. You are different. I felt sick. My stomach hurt. He was using my friend's name. Maya does not understand me. That was a lie. Maya loved him. She tried to understand him. He was the one who was cold. He was the one who watched TV and ignored her. I deleted the messages. I did not reply. I decided to ignore him. If I ignore him, he will stop. That is what I thought. But life is not always that simple. 2 weeks later, Maya invited me to dinner. Please come, Ava, she said on the phone. I am making roast chicken. I am making chocolate cake. It will be fun. Just you, me, and Leo. I did not want to go. I was scared. I did not want to see Leo. I did not want to sit at his table. I am very busy, Maya, I said. The flower shop is very busy. Please, Ava, her voice was sad. I need my friend. I feel lonely. When she said that, I had to say yes. She was my sister in my heart. I could not leave her alone. Okay, I said, I will come. I put on a simple dress. It was dark blue. It was not fancy. I pulled my hair back. I did not want to look beautiful. I wanted to look plain. I took a taxi to the big house. The house looked very bright. There were lights in every window. I knocked on the heavy wooden door. Maya opened the door. She smiled a big smile. She hugged me tight. She smelled like sweet perfume and roast chicken. Ava, I am so happy you are here, she said. I stepped inside. The hall was very big. There were beautiful paintings on the walls. Then Leo walked into the hall. He wore dark pants and a white shirt. He looked at me. His green eyes were shining. He smiled his slow smile. Hello, Ava, he said. His voice was deep. Hello, Leo, I said. I looked at the floor. I did not look at his face. We went into the dining room. The table was very long. The food smelled very good. We sat down. Maya sat at the end. Leo sat on one side. I sat on the other side. I was across from Leo. Maya talked and talked. She was happy. She talked about a new movie. She talked about her garden. She talked about a new dress she bought. I smiled. I nodded my head. I ate the chicken. It was very good. But under the table, something happened. Leo stretched his long leg. His foot touched my foot. I pulled my foot back very fast. I looked up at him. He was drinking wine. He looked over his glass at me. He winked his eye. My heart stopped. I felt a hot fire in my chest. I was so angry. I was so scared. Maya did not see. She was cutting her food. She was laughing. She trusted us. She trusted her husband. She trusted her best friend. This cake is delicious, Maya, I said. My voice was shaking. Thank you, Ava, she said. I wanted to run away. I wanted to run out the door. I wanted to go to my quiet apartment and lock the door. Leo has to travel next week, Maya said. She looked sad. He is going to another city for work. For 3 days. Yes, Leo said. He looked at me. I will be in a hotel. It will be very lonely. A big, empty hotel room. He smiled at me again. He was sending a message with his eyes. He was saying, I will text you. I felt sick. I stood up. I have to go, I said. I am sorry. I have an early morning at the shop. The flowers arrive very early. Maya stood up. Oh, so soon. Okay, Ava. Thank you for coming. She hugged me again. Leo stood up. I will walk you to the door, Ava, he said. No, I said quickly. Maya can do it. I walked fast to the door. Maya opened it. The night air was cool. It felt good on my hot face. Good night, my friend, Maya said. Good night, Maya. I love you, I said. I meant it. I loved her so much. That is why this was so hard. I went home. I fed Barnaby. I sat on the sofa. I cried. I cried because life was complicated. I cried because my friend was married to a bad man. I am a simple girl. I do not like drama. I like peace. But drama was in my house now. That night at midnight, the phone went ding. I did not look. I knew it was him. Ding, ding, ding. 4 messages. I closed my eyes. I put the pillow over my head. I tried to sleep. The next day, Maya came to the flower shop. It was raining outside. The sky was gray. The rain hit the glass windows. Maya walked in. Her umbrella was wet. Her hair was wet. She did not look beautiful today. She looked tired. She looked sad. She walked to the counter. I was cutting yellow tulips. Ava, she said. Her voice broke. I dropped the scissors. I ran to her. I put my arms around her. She started to cry. She cried very hard. Her tears made my apron wet. What is wrong? What happened? I asked. I was very afraid. Did she find out? Did she see his phone? It is Leo, she cried. My heart stopped. What about Leo? I whispered. He does not love me, she said. She pulled away. She wiped her eyes. He is so cold, Ava. Last night, after you left, I tried to talk to him. I told him I missed him. I told him I wanted to spend more time together. He just walked away. He said I was annoying. He said he was tired. She sobbed. I try so hard. I make nice dinners. I wear nice clothes. But he looks right through me. He does not see me anymore. I felt a terrible pain in my chest. The pain was for her. She looked at me with her big, sad eyes. You are so lucky, Ava. You have a simple life. You do not have a man breaking your heart. I thought love was easy. I thought a big house would make me happy. I was wrong. She trusted me with her deepest secrets. She gave me her pain, and I held a secret that would hurt her more. Maya, I said gently, you are a good person. You deserve a man who loves you. You deserve a man who looks at you and sees the world. I thought he was that man, she cried. Sometimes, I said slowly, people are not who we think they are. Sometimes they wear a mask. And when the mask falls off, we see the ugly truth. She looked confused. What do you mean, Ava? I looked at her face. I loved this face. We shared apples when we were 5. We shared dreams when we were 15. I could not lie to her anymore. A good friend tells the truth, even when the truth is ugly, even when the truth breaks a heart. Maya, I said, I have to tell you something. Please sit down. I led her to a small chair in the corner of the shop. I sat on a stool in front of her. I took her hands in my hands. Her hands were shaking. My hands were shaking too. You must promise to breathe. You must promise to be strong. You can do this, I said. You are scaring me, Ava, she whispered. Leo is not a good man, I said. My voice was quiet, but it was strong. He is playing a game, and it is a very bad game. I took my phone out of my pocket. I unlocked the screen. I opened the messages. I did not delete the messages from last night. I wanted to see what he said. Now, I was glad I kept them. I handed the phone to Maya. Read these, I said. Maya looked at the phone. She looked at the blue bubbles. She read the words. Her eyes moved left and right. She read the first message, then the second, then the third. The messages from last night said, You looked so beautiful at dinner. I wanted to touch your hand under the table. Maya is so boring. She talks too much. I am thinking about you, Ava. Maya stopped reading. She did not cry. She did not scream. She just stared at the phone. The flower shop was very quiet. The only sound was the rain hitting the window. Tip, tap, tip, tap. It felt like an hour passed. Finally, she slowly looked up. Her face was very pale. It was white like a ghost. He sent these to you, she asked. Her voice was flat. It had no emotion. Yes, I said. When did it start? She asked. A few weeks ago, I said. The first message was just, Are you awake? I thought he was worried about you. Then, he started saying other things. I told him to stop. I told him he was married. I ignored him. But he did not stop. Maya looked at the phone again. He said I am boring. He is a liar, I said fiercely. You are not boring. You are wonderful. He is an empty man. He needs to play games because he is empty inside. Maya dropped the phone on the floor. It made a loud noise. Suddenly, she covered her face with her hands. A terrible sound came from her mouth. It was a scream and a cry together. It was the sound of a broken heart. I pulled her into my arms. I held her very tight. She shook against me. She cried so loud. I am sorry, Maya. I am so sorry, I whispered in her ear. I did not want to hurt you. I did not want this. I know, she sobbed. I know, Ava. It is not your fault. It is his fault. It is his dirty heart. We sat there for a long time. The rain kept falling. I stroked her wet hair. I rocked her back and forth, just like we were little girls again. When she finally stopped crying, she sat up. She wiped her face. Her eyes were red and swollen. But there was a new look in them. It was not a sad look. It was a strong look. I am going home, she said. I will come with you, I said immediately. No, she said. She stood up. This is my fight. I must do this alone. I am not a weak girl. I am a strong woman. I looked at her in wonder. My friend was so brave. Are you sure? I asked. Yes, she said. He thinks I am foolish. He thinks I am a toy. He is wrong. She picked up her umbrella. She walked to the door. She opened it. The cold air rushed in. She turned and looked at me. Thank you, Ava. Thank you for telling me the truth. A bad friend would hide the secret. A good friend breaks the secret. You are my true friend. She walked out into the rain. I stayed in the shop. I could not work. I paced back and forth. I worried. I waited. The day felt so long. Every minute felt like an hour. I looked at the clock. Tick, tock, tick, tock. At 6:00 p.m., I closed the shop. I locked the door. I walked home in the dark. I sat on my sofa. Barnaby jumped on my lap. He purred. I petted his orange fur. I stared at my phone. At 8:00 p.m., the phone rang. It was not a text. It was a call. The name on the screen was Maya. I answered it very fast. Maya, are you okay? I am okay, Ava. Her voice was calm. It was very tired, but it was calm. What happened? I asked. I went home. I waited for him. He came home from work. He smiled his big, fake smile. He tried to kiss me. I pushed him away. I threw his clothes in a suitcase. I gasped, You did? Yes, she said. I told him I knew everything. I told him he was a liar. I told him he was a small, sad man. What did he say? I asked. He got angry. He yelled. He said you were a liar. He said you wanted him, and you made up the story. I felt a rush of anger. That is not true. I know it is not true, Ava. I know you. I know him. I told him to get out. I told him the marriage is over. Did he leave? Yes, he took his suitcase. He drove away in his silver car. The big house is empty now. She paused. I heard her take a deep breath. The house is empty, but I feel lighter. It is like a heavy rock is gone from my chest. I have a long road ahead. I have to get a divorce. It will be hard, but I feel free. Tears filled my eyes. Happy tears. You are so strong, Maya. I am so proud of you. I could not do it without you, Ava. You gave me the truth. The truth makes you free. That night, I slept very well. The phone did not ping at midnight. The room was dark and quiet. I felt safe. I felt peaceful. It has been 6 months since that day. Many things changed. Maya sold the big house. She did not want it anymore. It was full of bad memories. She bought a smaller apartment. It is very close to my apartment. It is bright and cozy. She decorated it with yellow and green colors. It looks happy. She got a new job. She works in a bakery now. She makes sweet cakes. She loves it. She laughs more. She smiles a real smile. Leo is gone. He lives in another city. The divorce is almost finished. Maya never talks to him. I blocked his number. He cannot send me midnight texts ever again. I still work at the flower shop. I still smell the roses and the tulips. I still wake up early and drink hot coffee. My life is simple again, but I learned a big lesson. Life is not always easy. Sometimes bad things happen. Sometimes people betray you. Sometimes you have to hold a heavy secret, but you must always tell the truth. The truth is hard. The truth can make people cry. The truth can break a marriage. But a lie is worse. A lie is a sickness. It grows in the dark. It eats your peace. If you have a secret, if someone is hurting you or someone you love, speak up. Be brave. You can do this too. Do not hide in the dark. Bring the secret into the light. It might be scary. Your heart might beat fast. Your hands might be cold, but you will survive. You will be stronger. Maya and I are closer than ever. We sit on my small sofa. We drink coffee. We eat her sweet cakes. We talk about our new dreams. She does not want a rich husband anymore. She wants a kind man. She wants an honest man. I still want a quiet life. I want a garden. We are different, but we walk the same path. We walk in the light. Love is not about big houses. Love is not about expensive suits. Love is honesty. Love is respect. And true friendship. True friendship is a treasure that lasts forever. A friend will hold your hand when you cry. A friend will tell you the hard truth. I am Ava. I am a simple girl. I had a big challenge. I felt scared, but I tried anyway. Now I know I am strong. And Maya is strong. We do not need a bad man in our lives. We have our freedom. We have our peace. We have each other. Keep going. Keep being honest. Keep loving your true friends. You deserve a simple, beautiful, and honest life. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope it helps you. I hope it gives you courage. Sleep well tonight. Do not answer those midnight texts. Protect your peace. Protect your heart. Life is waiting for you in the morning sun. Go out and smell the flowers. Everything is going to be okay.